Hi everyone. In this video we will be discussing about the purposes of nursing theories. The nursing theories purposes can be broadly classified under three categories. That is the purposes in nursing education or nursing theory, the purposes of nursing theories in nursing practice and in nursing research. So the purposes can be broadly classified in or broadly can be categorized under three headings: the nursing practice, in the nursing education and nursing research. So we'll move on to the first one, nursing practice. The main purpose of a nursing theory in nursing practice is to improve the nursing practice. So the nursing theories helps to improve the nursing practice by influencing the health and quality of patients' life of patients. And also it is reciprocal too, because nursing practice is the basis of developing a nursing theory. Here again the nursing practice, there we are testing the nursing theory in the nursing practice too. We are testing the nursing theory. The hypothesis will be tested in a nursing practice, in the nursing practice only. The next one is the clinical practice generates research questions and and it improves the knowledge for theory. And next purpose is, in a clinical setting, its primary contribution. The primary contribution of nursing theory has been the facilitation of reflecting, questioning and thinking about what the nurses do. And it guides the nursing practice and generates the knowledge. The nursing theories help to describe or explain nursing. And also it enables the nurses to know why they are doing or what they are doing. And it also serves to guide the assessment, intervention and evaluation of nursing care. It also provides a rationale for collecting reliable and valid data about the health status of clients. The nursing theories helps to establish criteria to measure the quality of nursing care. It also enhances the autonomy of nursing by defining its own independent function, by adding to the body of knowledge. And again, the professional nurses can use the nursing theories effectively to demonstrate the responsibility and accountability for the client's action, and also they can achieve the desired outcome for clients by effective using of nursing theories. For example, if you are taking an example of King's goal attainment theory, if the nurse is knowledgeable about the concept of goal attainment theory, like interaction, transaction, everything, the nurse is able to perceive and suggest the approaches to cope up with the situation for the patient. Again, this King's theory developed the goal-oriented nursing record, that is a documentation system that also has been developed by the King's theory. And coming to the second category, that is academic discipline or nursing education. So earlier period, the nursing programs were focusing on one or two nursing models, focusing on the concept of one or two nursing model, and the nursing curricula. The entire curriculum will be organized based on this concept. Then the unique language in this model, which is selected by the selected for the curriculum development, that has been typically introduced into the program objective and the course objectives, course description and clinical performance criteria. So which is the nursing theory which has been selected for developing designing a nursing curriculum. So each theory has a unique language about each theory has a unique language. So that unique language will be reflecting in the entire course or entire program. So coming to an example is again King's goal attainment theory. So this King's conceptual framework has been used in several foreign universities to design their curriculum. And the third category is the use of nursing theory in nursing research. So that can be classified into three types, that is the theory generation by using inductive research, theory testing by deductive research, and theory is used as a conceptual framework. So coming to the first one, theory generating research. Here we are using the inductive reasoning process, that is we are starting from a specific topic and the outcome will be a general one. That is, we are starting with a research statement and the outcome of or the findings of the study will be development of a theory. So, this particular reasoning process, inductive reasoning process includes field observations and the researcher, here the researcher will be moving from fact to theory by means of a proposition that is called as empirical generalization. The best example is grounded theory research, or the qualitative studies are the best example for theory generating research. So we have a research question, and from the research question we are developing a theory. And then next is an example for a grounded theory research which has developed a conceptual model, that is about the study has done among the nurses who were caring for the patients who are the victims of sexual violence. So the study was conducted by Valen and Dara, and the study was like this: a grounded theory study of nurses who care for patients who are the victims of sexual violences. So the researchers identified the 4 concepts like avoiding, attempting, analyzing and adjusting, and at last the study, at the end of the study, they developed a conceptual model of apprehending an unknown phenomenon. So this is an example for conducted a grounded theory which contributed to a development of a conceptual model. The next is theory testing research. So here the theoretical statements are translated into questions and hypotheses. So all the theorists will be given the propositions in the theory. So that theoretical statements will be translated into research questions and hypotheses, and then we are by using a deductive reasoning process, or the deductive means we are going from general to specific. So we are doing a deductive reasoning process to test the theory, and then we will get the interpretation. So interpretation will be like this: either the findings will be supporting the statement, or it will be contradict to the propositional statement. So for example, if you are taking the same King's goal attainment theory, the theorist has been given the proposition like mutual goal setting by nurse and patient leads to goal attainment. So the particular we should be know that we should be aware of the criteria that we are not able to test the whole theory in one study. So what you will do means we will take any one proposition and that will be tested. So likewise, if you are taking this proposition means, then we will change this proposition into a research question. So does mutual goal setting by nurse and patient leads to goal attainment? So we will, after that we will conduct the study and we will see the findings, whether the findings will be supporting this proposition or the finding is contradictory to the proposition. Again the same way, the second proposition, that is the mutual goal setting will increase the elderly patient's morale. So same way we will convert it into a research question, that is, does the mutual goal setting will increase the elderly patient's morale, and we will conduct the study. We will get the findings. We will interpret the findings whether it is supporting the proposition or it is contradictory to the proposition. So likewise, we are testing a theory. So be aware that we are supposed to test the proposition, not the entire theory cannot be tested in a study. So we will be testing the theory as a proposition. We will be testing the propositions which is stated by the theorist in a research study. And the last one is theory is used as a conceptual framework. So here what we are doing means the problem which is going to be investigated by the researcher is fit into an existing theoretical framework, and the study will be conducted. So the peculiarity of or the use of this one is which will be guiding the researcher in the study, and it enriches the value of its findings. So here again the researcher can drawn out the conceptual definitions from the framework, and the findings are interpreted in the light of explanations given by the framework. And there are several other purposes also for the nursing theories and nursing research, like it helps to identify the meaningful and relevant areas of study. It helps to interpret the research findings. It helps to develop or refine middle range theories which is linked to research, and it helps to develop clinical practice protocols. Also, it identifies the reasonable approaches to the health problems. Coming to the conclusion, so the purpose of nursing theory can be categorized under three headings, that is the nursing research, purposes in nursing practice, and purposes in nursing education, and each one is interrelated to each other. That is, the research is generating, or the research is improving the nursing practice. Again, nursing practice is enhancing the nursing research and generating the nursing theories. So likewise, each one is related to one another. Thank you.